what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to solve this factorial practice problem using a for loop. Okay, so it's not the most efficient way to do it, but this is just to practice problems using for loops. So we're gonna use a for loop here. So I'm gonna explain what each line does step by step. So at the end of this video, you will know what this entire program does. So first of all, the problem statement is the factorial of a number n is equal to 1 times 2 times 3 times whatever n is. For example, the factorial of 5 is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5, which the output is 120. So we need to create a program that takes a number from input and outputs the factorial of that number. So use a for loop to make the calculation and start the loop from the number 1. Okay. So first we import scanner. We have to input scanner. So you can, instead of scanner, what you can do is import the asterisk, and it'll import a bunch of stuff. So this works as well. And then the class for this is going to be class demo. You can have this as class main if you'd like. And then this is the main method, the syntax for the main method, which we went over, I believe, the first or second video, so you can watch that. Okay, and then this one is going to be where we declare and initialize our scanner. Okay, we declare and initialize our scanner, and then here is where we get the nth n, where we get the n. So what is n in this case? So n is the number that we're trying to get the factorial of. For this example, n is 5, okay? And we can get this by using scanner, or the name of the scanner. Honestly, I'd just make it SC just to do less typing. And then new scanner, yeah, you declared it, initialized it, and then you have to well, this isn't really declaring, this is making the scanner, basically making the scanner object. Okay, and here you're calling it to read n, which is 5 in this case, correct? Okay, and then we have a long, so the type long, and then factorial, which is basically going to be the sum. The sum, of course, basically the total. I wouldn't say sum, I would say the total. So 1 times 2 times 3, whatever this number is, that's going to be fact. And then we have, and then we're going to set that equal to 1 because it starts at 1, as we can see here. So then we have the for loop, okay? So we initialize I equal to 1 because that's what they said. Use a for loop, which we are using a for loop, and start the loop from the number 1. So if they didn't have a number 1 here, we could start it from 0, but they specified to do it from 1, so that's why it's 1. And then we go from I to n. So what is n? N is, again, in this case it would be 5, okay? So we read n, we go until I is less than or equal to n. So basically we would do n, if n is 5, we go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. And then what we do is we multiply factorial. We multiply factorial by I and just store it in factorial. So it would be 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5, and then ultimately we just print out factorial. So let's see if this works. This does work. So yeah, that's how it is. And again, this was for the for loop video, and then we're gonna fill in the blanks to calculate the output of the sum of numbers from 1 to 1000 using a for loop. So first we have the for keyword here. We're gonna have the x plus sum is going to be plus x, and then we're going to have system and then print out sum. Yep, that should be good, and yep, that's correct. So the lesson has been completed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great one.